I couldn't see the waiting room because there wasn't a waiting room.
Colleen, good afternoon.
Hello, everybody. We're here. It's Thursday afternoon, 3 o'clock somewhere, 2
3
o'clock where
o'clock
I am. It's
So
summertime.
Colleen, why are we here?
We're here to talk about something new. It's our bananiversary, and we've been celebrating for the last month. We actually have been a invention kit for the last 10 years, and that is so exciting. So we launched our Kickstarter in 2012, and you can read all about the milestones. You can watch an anniversary interview, and we have 10 years of amazing projects all on our blog, and I'll share all those in chat in case anybody's missed them. But
Fun fact, Colleen, by the way, I was doing the
yeah.
math on this. Makey Makey is 2 weeks older than my youngest kid.
Oh, that's fun. How
Yeah.
cool is that?
Yeah. So
my fun fact is that my fun fact is actually, I think it's in the I can't remember now. I think it's in the anniversary. I mean, in the 10 years of projects. But my first time seeing Makey Makey was actually the video of Jay's brother Bo, where he's playing the banana and then he eats a banana at the end to like play the last note. And I never knew it was his brother. I just thought it was like this crazy guy at a university making a banana xylophone. So we've been up to a lot for the last couple months. We've been going through supply chain issues and all kinds of stuff to get something new and exciting out. And Sarah says hello from Colorado. I'd love to know where else everybody's from. Hello, everybody. Can see you all in the chat. Tell us hello. Tell us where you're from so you can see each other, and make sure you have it on everyone in the chat so you can see everybody. And this is going to be super short. We're going to be here just about 30 minutes. In a few minutes, we're going to reveal the new product line that's going to change how you makey with your students this school year. We have people from Philadelphia. Jen, hey Jen. We've got some people who've been with us for a while here in chat. Ula's from Germany. Yeah, we've had teachers that have been teaching with Makey Makey for 10 years. And we hope that you are excited, as we are excited about making things even more fun. There's 10 years projects. I probably should have put all the projects and then said everyone hi. Anyway, what have we been up to the past month? What are we doing, Derek?
So past month, right? We have kind of given some highlights of the bananiversary in terms of celebrations, right? We've done some looking back, and then we've also been giving some workshops and things like that. And we've past year, this year, in terms of our bananiversary year, right? We've released new booster kits and a lot of new content and new projects and new apps, right, Colleen?
Yeah, I was looking for the booster kits. So yeah, we've got some new booster kits. We've got new apps coming out or have been coming out. We did the sampler last May, and then we started even more apps. I'm going to just share that whole apps page real quick, just again. So we have plug and play apps that kind of change the way you use Makey Makey already, because we have adjustable apps. And we just noticed that people wanted more from us. And so we've been looking at how we can make things better and make things more accessible for everyone. And we noticed there was something that people just weren't doing with Makey Makey. There was some part of Makey Makey they just didn't seem to know.
And if you jump on that apps page right now, I can tell you it's part of the reveal today is 6 new apps that we just released yesterday. So I just posted them on the site yesterday, and they'll go in tandem with our new product that we're going to be releasing here.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about,
if you go to that, they're going to be at the bottom of the list, and they're new and exciting. And Colleen, so our product culmination has.
Are you ready to do it?
I'm going to do it. So
yay!
Backpack bundle.
So we noticed that people were not really, they said, how did you get more than 6 inputs? Everybody kept saying that. And Derek and I were like, yo, there's a back of the board. There's all these inputs on the back of the board, but there's something about the back that's just scary for people. And so we wanted to make it more accessible. We wanted to make it more gator bite. We wanted to have gator bites. We want to be able to clip into all of these extra pins because this is just not as friendly looking as this. And so what do we have? Which one do you want to show first?
Open it up to
Oh my gosh.
reveal. Oh,
So you get a nice pretty sticker.
new pretty sticker for the Bananiversary. By the way, if you're buying booster kits this year, you'll be getting these new stickers as well. So they're always, if you're one of those people like me that's a sticker hound, you'll get a new sticker. Instruction sheet going over. We'll go over each of these. I don't expect you to be able to read the small instruction card, but on the back of this gives you instructions of how to put the backpacks together with the Makey Makey. So we're going to do that real quick, but here we go. Here are the 3 backpacks. We have player 2 backpack. I'll pull it out.
Player 2 is my favorite, but I think everybody is going to have different favorites depending on the type of projects they like to make. So player 2.
Player 2 breaks out WASD or WASD and F and G. So the main goal of player 2 is so that when I put it together with a Makey Makey, I can now build 2-player controllers. So it gives me access to the left side back header, and I can put my Makey Makey like this, and I can have player 1 controller on one side and player 2 on the other. So again, player 2 breaks out. I'll take this apart. The WASD header on the left side.
And Derek, I wanted to point out, Carolyn says the back isn't scary. It's just difficult for people with limited fine motor skills like little people, which makes sense. That's also true.
Yes.
It's also hard on middle-aged eyes to see what letters those are on this.
Next up, Makey Mouse. So just like player 2 broke out the left-hand side, which was WASD. If you look at the right-hand side, some people don't even know this, but you have mouse control on the right-hand side where it's mouse movement up, down, left, right, and then right and left click. So we broke that out to alligator clippable or gator bites for be able to move the mouse left and right in terms of your cursor. And then left and right click as well.
What's super cool about Makey Mouse is that it opens up a whole new accessibility world that we probably didn't even realize that we were going to do when we made the Makey Mouse pack.
Yep.
All right, and the last one, and I think we aren't being clear. These are coming in a bundle. You don't buy just one; you're getting all 3. And I don't think I shared the link yet. So go ahead, tell us about Makey Max.
Last one is Makey Max, and from as the name says, it is the maximum number of gator bites that you can get. So it's actually a combination of player 2 and Makey Mouse, but on one board. So you get all your keyboard inputs, WASD, FG on one side, and you get all of your mouse movements up, down, left, right click on the other. So you get all of the back of the board on one. So when you combine this with the Makey Makey, you get 18 total inputs for your Makey Makey. Which is
what we've always had, but it's been a little bit hard for some to know that we do those. So I wanted to show with player 2 some of the project ideas and also the apps that go with player 2. Right, so there's my player 2, and I've got one of the washer backpacks here. So we've got all these new projects out that we've designed just for you. Derek came up with this one. It's super cool, but you actually have I'm backwards, so I'm like really confusing my own brain. So this is going to be your earth, and these are going to be your inputs, and you can go up, down, left, right, and you can use this for both the up arrows and WASD. And so I have 2 controllers. I can plug them both in really easy by just taking the Makey Max and putting it together. You know what? You didn't say which version does it have to be on the back?
So the backpacks only work with Makey Makey version 1.4 and higher. So in the history of Makey Makey over the past 10 years, we've gone through a number of changes and improvements. And one of them is this middle header, which is our output header, but it also is where we hook up power and ground and things like that. So 1.4 started the standardization of that header. And so 1.4 and higher are going to be the Makey Makeys that you want to be able to use with your backpacks.
Mm-hmm.
And you can find the version number right here on the back. So if you flip it over on the back underneath Makey Makey, so you can see I have version 1.5 if it's not too fuzzy. There we go.
This is another one of the projects for Player 2 that I'm really excited about. And I got this idea from Mr. Fogel's class. He had students who made these joysticks. All right, so you can make really quick with Play-Doh. And yeah, Chris, I'm going to show all the links for all the projects. And they're actually all in that backpack page I sent you. So you can make the Play-Doh controllers with arrows. Turn the music off. And alligator clip it all together. And then you just attach the backpacks really easy. They just align and you do even pressure to squeeze them together. And now you can play 2 players. Yeah. So Derek, do you know why WASD controls up, down, left, and right? Do you know
I
that?
do know that it's, basically kind of old school gaming before we had a mouse.
Yeah, it's from old school gaming before we had a mouse. And also that is how you had a second player. Even when we did have the arrows, and then you had a second player with WASD. So this controller with Play-Doh, what's cool about it is you put earth in the center and you take something metal to be like a joystick. And so you can play this new soccer app. And so I love this soccer app. You can play 2 players with soccer. And I also am really excited about all the new apps because I feel like they're really going to help people realize how they could use what to code next, right? So I can not only, I can go find that app, right? makeymakey.com, apps, plug and play, soccer. I can not only just plug and play right away with my invention, but then I can ask my students to code 2-player games. So I can control one player with this one and the other player with WASD. And you know what's really fun is actually trying to play them both by yourself. Especially when you make 2 controllers, it makes like a really crazy project idea for accessibility too. Because I made these first and tried to play with both of the washer ones, and I'll share that link here in a second. And then I made a glove controller, which is another controller we're going to share later. But if you try to play the Player 2 with your hands, so like your thumb is earth, and you do all your movements with your fingers, that's a really interesting brain exercise. All right, so that's Player 2. Oh, the other app. Did you want to share the other app, or do you want me to share all the apps just to keep one?
You can share all the apps. You got your screen up, so you might as well go.
Okay.
But Colleen, while you're pulling that up, a couple of things in terms of the bundle. We are also including 2 other bundles, or 2 more extra alligator clip bundles. So
right.
we know that the backpack now unlocks a bunch of more alligator clippable areas in terms of gator bites. So we actually include more alligator clips as well. The special pricing for this is also, because we didn't go over it, with the product page link to everybody. It's actually on our shop page right now. So we updated right before we came on. It's $34.95. And that is only shipping within the US at the moment. So that's kind of where we're at with this in terms of the purchasing side of things.
So the other app that we just had created is Match the Beat. And this is supposed to be a 2-player game, but also just works with WASD. I have to match the beat. I'm really bad at this. Oh, but I can't do it. I literally can't. When it's made for my kids, they tried to play it all day when they saw it. They're like, Mom, I'm ready to play that. And they said, Mom, you know what I want to do with that? I want to go make stomp pads and play it like Dance Dance Revolution. I was like, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Yep. And then they said, Mom, can I go make 2-player games in Scratch today? Because that's what I want to do now that I saw this, yellow Makey Makey is what they call it. So I was like, oh yeah, you can make 2-player games. Where were you yesterday when mom was doing all this work? I want to show one in action, and that's I actually want to show Makey Mouse, but well, I can do it really fast. I think I can do it. I want to show Makey Mouse with the bubble pop. So I asked our team to make this app because I like poppets and I'm ADD and I like popping things. So you can click and drag, or you can drag each one, but I want to show it with Makey Mouse. So I made a really quick controller with pencil lead. We'll see how fast Colleen can alligator clip everything together. You think I can do it? You want to time me?
I'm not going to time you, but you can do it.
The hard part is aligning the pins with my blurry eyesight. I need new glasses. There we go. Boop. Okay, so that's together, and it's not my arrows. It's really my mouse left, and this will be my mouse up. Y'all can see, right? Okay, good. And mouse left. And it is important that everyone knows if you remap the pins on your Makey Makey, it's not going to be mouse anymore. It's going to be whatever you've remapped it to. So do note that if you decide to change something, that's what's going to happen. Oh, and I put click on the wrong one. Is it left click or right click?
It's going to be left click.
Okay. I can't ever remember. How do you remember that?
I don't know. Just
you don't
left
know.
click.
Okay. Plug this in. Boop, 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 boop. All right, now I'm going to hold Earth, but I should probably plug Earth in too because I'm just holding it. I'm always like this when I live demo. Okay, is my mouse moving?
Yep.
Okay, so there's my mouse moving, and I can click. I can go diagonally. I can also hold click and keep popping. I can change the grid size. This is what I wanted to do. All right, ready?
Oh boy, here we go.
This is really satisfying for me. I love this. Oh, it's also hard to do it backwards. Boop, 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 boop. All right, so really, really fun, just simple, quick plug and play games. You can test your mouse controller really fast. And then you can go, hey, how can I code my own project like this in Scratch, which I think is super fun. The other mouse game we have is Fuzzy Face. Derek loved playing, what's it called? Woolly Willy?
Woolly Willy is the old school like thing you could get in your stocking at Christmas, or it's like, little cheap toy you get kids while they're on car rides before screens existed.
I want to give him, not that face. That's Mad Face. That's Colleen's face.
There you go.
Ha
There you
ha.
go.
I'm going to change this particle color. There we go. And so similar thing, I am going to use my mouse to grab the particles. And this is quite the challenge. So this is pretty fun. Oh, I'm going to make the magnet strength a little stronger, actually. Oh, I lost my mouse again. Definitely because you're using mouse, like you kind of have to really think, okay, I'm using my mouse.
You got to move slowly.
Yeah, you got to move slow. Just like in the real old game. And then you kind of drop it and you can go down.
Go grab another patch
no,
of
you go down and you move the magnet. Oh, my magnet's too strong. I like that we have these new adjustments in the game so that we can like have a game that's already done, but not have to start all the way. There you go. See, that's how I played. I'd get some of it where I want it and then drag it over some more.
Hey, so Colleen,
yeah.
I don't want to cut you off, but do you want to jump on Fruit Catcher? Because that uses maps.
Yeah, I'm doing it. That's the next one.
Okay.
Is Fruit Catcher and Pixel. I can't talk today. Pixel Sketch. All right, so I'm moving that out of the way. Here is my Fruit Catcher, which is really like whack-a-mole, and it might look a little daunting, but actually with the alligator clips, it's pretty awesome. So I already have Makey Max plugged in. so that I don't have to spend, a long time plugging it in. But there's my controller plugged in, and there's Makey Max. And so each one of these inputs is conductive. I'm going to wear the bracelet, and I need this to be 18 inputs because I did all
Going to the
18.
max.
Oh, this is going to be so hard to play because I'm facing backwards from my computer. I'm going to be worse than the match game.
Everybody just think of this as like whack-a-mole, right? So Colleen's got a 3x6 grid of egg carton, which most people have. And then depending on that, things will show up.
Oh gosh, it's going to be backwards.
She's got to whack the healthy things. And then there's like thumbtacks and cactus that you need to avoid.
And remember, I'm playing upside down. Ah! This is how my kids play. I cheated. I'm not even looking at the screen. So y'all can't see how I'm not looking at the screen. I'm so bad. There we go. I got some points. All right, but you can change the amount of difficulty, and I think that's really fun. And the last project and app is Pixel Sketch, which is a little bit crazy, but it's super fun. I'm not going to plug in the controller, but I'm going to show you kind of what your controller can look like that goes with the project and talk a little bit about design. So when you do this, this is like maximum potential here for Makey Makey because you press A and left arrow and you can draw a color, and then you just keep pressing to change colors. And so maybe I'm going to do S and up, and I'm going to do D and right. And it's actually one of those things that's really hard to do by pressing the keys, but once you build the controller, it's even easier. And so the way this controller is built is that you have your top columns are the left, up, right, down, W, and then across is my A, S, D, F, G, and then you have to be able to touch both. And so I've insulated them with masking tape. This project looks a little crazy, but then you can go ahead and play by pressing both pieces of tape. So I've drawn them in. It's kind of hard to see, but in the guide you can really tell. And then this one you could probably tell a little more too. I just experimented with different button designs, like how it would look to press different types of buttons. And this is really cool, like Pixel Sketch, I think. And again, my kids saw this and were like, can I start playing with that, Mom? I want to play with that. So I'm going to share the links to those projects, even though they are all in the backpack landing page.
And they're in our how-to guide page as well.
And they are already live on our how-to page. Yeah.
Perfect. A couple of logistical things, Colleen, that I want to talk with everybody about. This is a limited edition, limited quantity of these things. We are going to start shipping them next week. So don't expect overnight delivery or anything like that. Again, remember it's US based customers only, and $34.95. So these things will probably go pretty quickly and we'll go from there. But yeah, they're live on the website now.
Oh yeah, and you're right, the time's already over.
Yep, we got to get going.
I didn't even notice time was up, but all the guides are here. I actually pushed them right under the beginner projects. There's 6 new live guides. There's going to be even more live projects. We've just been so busy creating projects and apps, and we love any of your feedback. I'm really happy to hear Carolyn saying she loves how we're tapping into the gaming community and that the bubble pop is super addictive and fun. And I appreciate that because I was like, you got to make a bubble pop app. And everyone else was like, why? I was like, because it's so fun. You click and drag. It's so fun with your mouse. It'll be really fun to make a custom controller for that. And I didn't show the fruit controller, but that's my other favorite mouse control because it's like a mouse, because inside a mouse is a ball, right? And so you actually roll an orange to different inputs. Super fun. Thank you for everybody. I'm really glad that you love our new apps, and we'll keep making new ones. And please give us feedback and email us if you have ideas for things you'd like to see. If there's coding curriculum you cover, you want us to target our beginner apps for, let us know. And
And there's more to come this
Mm-hmm.
year coming into going into the next school year. So keep your eyes peeled for back to school content, back to school news and other things. So
we do have the
that.
question if people can buy only in the US. Right now, the backpacks and the booster kits are only available from our shop. That doesn't mean only in the US. It just means that shipping is more expensive because we don't have warehouses outside of the US like our distributors do.
Colleen, I'm correcting you. We
Oh.
are only shipping the backpacks within the
In-
United States.
Right now, we are only doing that. Okay. It's not on Amazon, so everything's only on our website.
Okay.
Right. Because they're limited edition.
Limited edition.
Okay.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Colleen.
Have a great rest of your day, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Bye.